Howdy, it's Jim Arado, and this is early July 2023. We're in Oxford, Mississippi, and we're pretty much on the square. And we spent quite a bit of time in Oxford and on the campus of Ole Miss. I'm going to put up several other videos. We had just a great time here. This is one of my favorite towns that I've just discovered. I know it's well known. People know Ole Miss. People know this area. But I think people don't know how cool this area is. I think if you're from the South, you probably know about it. But I think most people don't think, hey, let's spend our vacation time in Mississippi. And Oxford is definitely one of those places that we spent some vacation time here, and I'm eager to spend more vacation time here. We had a great time. And especially the square. Just a ton of history. A lot of Civil War history in this area. There is a still standing Confederate monument. There is a Confederate cemetery on campus. There is Square Books, possibly my new favorite bookstore ever. Wonderful place. They had some signed books there, and they've actually got several different throughout the square. They've got several different bookstores under the same umbrella, and they even have a collectibles shop. And we really enjoyed Square Books. They had some signed first edition John Grisham books there. I really wasn't aware of how stinking rich the literary legacy is, not just in Mississippi, but right in this little tiny area. We were just really blown away, and we just had a heck of a time. And we've already talked about maybe trying to get back here when we can. This might become somewhat of an annual trip. Oh, and we had dinner one night at Ajax. This is I think the diner named Ajax. We had fish, greens. I had a catfish po' boy, and they nailed it. It was great. I love that sort of thing. I can't say enough about that place. Phil, our the shuttle driver at the inn at Ole Miss, suggested that, and man, did he hit it on the head. That place was great, and I thought for the kind of food they served, it was very reasonably priced. Great food, great service, a real hoppin' place. But yeah, just a wonderful place for a meal. And back to Square Books, we loved that place. Great selection. They had some unique items. If you're into books, I always like postcards. They had some cool local postcards. They had a lot of signed books. Very nice local selection. And then they also had a discount area too. And I just can't say enough about them. Like I said, we stayed at the inn at Ole Miss. I'm going to put up another video about that. Exceptional hotel, and it was a lot of fun staying on the campus of Ole Miss. And of course there's William Faulkner. I've become a bit more familiar with him since our trip there. Very well-known Southern author, and we would tour his home. I'll put that video up too. And there's their Confederate monument that's still preserved right there on the square. And just to look at some of the shops, a good chunk of this area was torched by the Union during the Civil War. Just so you know, not by Sherman. Sherman had nothing to do with this one, but yeah, there was some torching going on for sure. You can see a lot of beautiful businesses through here. Kind of the little local posters of what's happening. Real quick, wanted to endorse a book, Oxford and the Civil War by Stephen Ensweiler. Really nice, well done book. There were no real battles here, but the North definitely was here, as was the South, of course. A lot of political stuff going on during the Civil War, and he really does a good job of explaining all the complicated personalities involved in that kind of thing. So I wanted to mention that book. There's the visitor center. It was closed while we were here, but I thought I'd point it out. And this is us. We're back in Phil's taxi, going back to the inn at Ole Miss. But I just wanted to give you a quick look around the square in Oxford, Mississippi. What did I miss? What do I got to do next time I'm there? Let me know if you're from this area, if you're familiar with it. Let me know what I need to make sure I do next time.